There's nothing that spectators love more than thinking they have a free will. They fucking don't. So this trick today exploits their free will, and you show them that they actually have none of it. Their free will is not as free as they think. So this is gonna be a version of a very popular trick here that you guys will no doubt recognize. But we're gonna take out the cards and we shuffle them. You can shuffle them in whatever way you want. You can have the spectator shuffle in whatever way they want, based on either their nationality or their ability to shuffle cards, or maybe just their overall demeanor. So you'll get one of these. You'll get one of these. You'll get one of these for sure. You're gonna get that. Also, you might just get one of these. You might just get one of those. So regardless of what you get here, you take the card back and you tell the spectator that we're going to test their intuitive ability. You're going to take out a couple cards here, and they're just clear their minds here. That was quick, but just clear your mind here. What color do you think that this card is, sir? Oh, you think it's a black card? It doesn't matter what they answer. Oh, you're good. Good job identifying the blacks there. How about this card? What color do you think this card is? Red? Wow, you're better off than I thought. You really shouldn't have gotten to those classes in middle school. So I'm just gonna mix these cards up a little bit. I'm gonna take out some cards, and I just want you to use your best guess here to determine whether it's a black card or a red card here. So let's just take out a couple here. I'm just doing this, by the way. I don't want you guys to think I'm doing anything too tricky here. So what color, sir? Red or black? You think it's red? Good job. Very nicely done. Red or black? Good, man. Have you done this before? Because it really feels like you're a orthopedic surgeon here. This card, you think it's black? This one, you think it's black? Man, you're really a fan of those blacks, aren't you? How about these two? What color do you think? They're both red? You know what? All those things that were said about you, your friend told me here that they're definitely not true. You know how to put your pants on, sir. We'll do a couple more cards here. How about this one? What color do you think this one is? Black? This one red? This one black? Very nice. Wow. You know what? We'll just do a couple more here because I feel like you're on a streak. And I'm not talking about those streaks that you have on your underwear after a Taco Bell dump. So which one? Red? Black? Red? Red? Wow, this is suddenly a Renee Lavon trick. Thumbs up if you get that reference right there. Thumbs up. So you say, you know what, this is taking a little bit too long, so we'll just do this a little bit faster. I'll just cut off some cards here and give it a little bit of a mixeroonie, one of those mix memes. And we're gonna have you do the same here. So I want you to take the cards here and deal them on whatever piles you think are relevant. So good job, sir. Good job. Are you sure about that one? Are you sure about that one? Yeah, very sure. See, you're actually really good at this. And then finally, they finish this off, and you're left with two piles here. And you tell the spectator, great job. So let's recap here, as many magicians like to do. You could have picked any card to go to any pile. It was really up to you. You had a free choice there. You mixed up the deck. Everything was fair, but you dealt some cards here. Let's just see how you... No, this is not the way. What? This is not the... You sir are a orthopedic, because I feel like you have gotten each and every single one of these cards to be in the corresponding color pile. No, man, you know what? And the deck was mixed. What? You did this? You? Wow, it turns out you don't have any free will, bitch. And that's a trick again. So that is a version of out of this world that I'm sure is out of this galaxy. But this is for sure a combination of a couple ideas. It's one of these impromptu versions. Now this is one of many that I've come up with in the many years that I've been doing this fine craft that we like to call magic here. But this one has a couple merits here. That it's from a borrowed. It could be a shuffle deck. It doesn't even have to be a deck at all. It could just be. You could get a bunch of small Asian children and write the cards on their backs with a cleaver, and then you could use them. But what you do here is that you take out a black card and you take out a red card. You can have them guess to it beforehand, but you don't. So here's the thing: whatever card is here towards your left, here's the left card. There's a trick that I show the special kids here. L stands for left. You're gonna put the opposite color on that card. So that's the first set of colors you're gonna take out, is whatever is the opposite here. So we're gonna take out what? Dora, the red cards. That's right. So as I'm spreading through the cards and removing cards at supposedly random, I'm actually removing all the red cards from the top here. So I'll just take just a group here and out jog them just like this. Again, this is towards me here. This isn't towards the spectator. And I just ask them to tell me, what color do you think this is? Of course, they're all going to be red cards here. So it really doesn't matter. Now I'm going to do this not until the entire deck, but I'm going to do this pretty much until I have a sufficient group of black cards on top of the deck where I could cut off, and that's going to be the ending right there. Look at me jumping ahead. So I'm going to cut through here, and I just kind of out jog here just a bunch of red cards, trying to make it look like it's random and not just necessarily cards of one color. What I might do is I might just drop opposite color cards on the table, which I'll show you right now. But you just keep going through this process, and they name whichever pile they think the card's in. But what I meant by dropping a card is that maybe I might just out jog a black card here and drop it and go, oh, whoops, sorry, just to make things a little bit more random. But once we get to the point where we have about maybe 15 or so black cards on top, that's when I cut it off and give it to them. But we go through a couple more cards here, so they just name whichever cards they want. So you want to get to a situation that looks a little bit like this. You see you have a long bank of black cards here. If you want more freedom here, then you take out more red cards and have them put it anywhere they want. But ultimately, you want to get to the point where you have about a chunk of black cards here. Now, what I do is that I just look through these cards, and whatever is the last card, I get a break above that right here. Sorry, yeah, I get a break above that. I spread here, and I show that the cards are mixed and supposedly in a random order, which is a fantastic subtlety here, because then I could just put everything below the break aside here, and all I have left are the black cards. So I can mix these cards up, and I could tell the spectator, oh, hey, sir, you could shuffle these too, because I don't want to seem like I'm influencing you. I really want you to use your free will here. And they could deal these cards however it is that they want, because ultimately you're going to do a subtlety here by Paul Harris to show the cards to all be the same color. So the reason you had the opposite color of these cards dealt in the beginning is because when you get to this point, all the cards are going to be, well, not all the cards, but most of the cards are going to be black on top here. So you notice that we have a chunk of black cards here on top, and then we have a chunk of black cards here on top. Look how far they've come. So right now, what you're going to do is you're going to deal these cards on this pile, and you're going to show that they're actually mostly black here. You're just going to go, no, what? This is crazy. How you doing? Now, I'm just going to deal a couple cards here, and I just peek to myself until I see a red card here, because that's where you're going to stop dealing. You go, what? No, that's not the way it's supposed to happen. This is taking too long. So here's the thing. Once you're down just to a bunch of red cards, you're going to grab this pile and just drop it on top of the pile in your left hand. Turn everything over, put this here, and spread it. You see what that does? That puts the remaining black cards on top of this pile and the remaining red cards on top of this pile. What? How? Paul Harris, that is, you're the man here. Also, the first part was Michael Amar. That was him. So there's your crediting. There's your crediting. So you see what that subtlety does here is that it shows all the cards to be here in the correct pile. So they've apparently separated the deck from reds and blacks. Look at that. That is what you guys get it good here. So that's it's not moves. You're not doing any moves pretty much. So it's a self-working impromptu, out of this world variation here. So you guys do that and get them. Yeah, that's it, guys. You practice that. You make it your own. Hit me up on that Patreon. Throw PigCake a bone over there. You got some. Yeah, I'll drop an exclusive idea here for this trick to make it just a hot meme on Patreon. So go check that out for a hot version of this trick. It's Twitter, dank memes aplenty, and the rest. I'm gonna go find different ways to not try to kill.
When I see you again, 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 when I see you again.